taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Dr. Chad on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Everyone, happy Monday, January 27th, 2025. Did not expect to wake up to NASDAQ down almost 4%. Has since come up a little bit. Dow down 790. S&P down 132 and NASDAQ down. NASDAQ down 790. Dow futures down 350 and S&P futures down 133. So Dow is the strongest of the three. And VIX up 44%, up to 21.45. And I guess this is because of some new AI company or in China that can buy AI for much, much cheaper, apparently. So we will see if we will have a Monday with fireworks. Remember to position size accordingly. Morning, Adrian. Morning, Ken. Morning, Eric. Morning, JG. My guess is that this big down move is a good opportunity to buy. And there is the bell. Take a peek at the 1 DTE and see what type of a range we got here. Yeah, I got a 48 expected move, 48 point expected move today in S&P. Just looking at my 1 DTE here. Big push up in the S&P. Not really surprised. about a 25-point move up in the S&P. Morning, Chris. Morning, Faz. Posted my one DTE. Our second bar now. NVIDIA down over 11%. Yeah, I posted my one DTE in my channel. No, I one DTE, Faz. Let's see what type of volume we're gonna get here today. I'll probably be looking for some NTT trades later this morning too, with this big pullback. Coinbase dropping like a rock. Looks like it may get a downside volume runner. As that bar is already halfway there. Maybe it's popping up here a little bit now. May turn green. S&P down 99. NASDAQ down 623. So getting a little bit of a rebound. What a difference between today and last couple weeks. One DTE's up 10% already. We've got Apple. It just went, Apple's in the green now, up almost 2%. Wow. That's interesting. We'll have to see if it pulls back any. Baidu, Boeing, Baba, Disney, Walmart, Target, all green. Don't see any volume bars bigger than the first. So we will just be patient. Look for some mighty 90s now. Not really seeing anything right now. So Apple staying strong. Steve is in Twilio. Mighty 90s, no volume runners. Disney. Take a look at it. Oh yeah, it did. It's come down already. But yeah, good looking Mighty 90s setup. Pretty tight range though. I don't trade Disney a lot because of that tight range. VIX down to 19. MSTR pushing up. NASDAQ now down to only 536. I'm sorry, 580. Tesla now gotta have more volume pop than this. It's not good enough separation for a Mighty 90. Yeah, Boeing's nothing either. Faz, you can't just it can't just be like a tick or two higher. It's got to have good volume separation for me. I mean, you could probably find 100 of these where it's a tick or two higher. You want the volume separation to be clear. MSTR is a little bit better. I still like more volume separation. So interesting that Apple is just trending up. S&P's kind of taking a pause. One DTE's up 11%. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Apple has been weak for so long, and now it's up 2% on a day where the Nasdaq was down almost 4%. So no big volume bars bigger than the first so far. So just kind of playing it careful here. Nothing, not gonna force anything. No real good Mighty 90 setups. Nvidia down to 127. It'll be interesting to see how much further down it comes. It's probably a really good time for a lot of people to buy the dip. S&P trying to break out of a little bit of a consolidation. One DTE is up 15%. So this little pause in the SPX is helping the one DTE trade. MSTR rocking upwards. Apple taking a bit of a pause. Man, might try and get long Apple here. On the 227.5 calls. See if I can get filled at $5. Filled at $5. On the 227.5 calls. Man, I probably could have got a better fill than that. Yeah, you definitely can get a better fill than I got. I should have maybe put it down a little bit lower. I lowered it about 10 cents from where price was trading at. Anywho, I will close half at 550. Yeah, I should have waited until it came down to yesterday's high, Friday's high, and then got in. S&P still trending upward though. So my line in the sand was going to be Friday's high, which it's crossing through it right now. So I want to see a bounce here. I'll let this bar finish and see if we get a bounce next bar. Nah, did not get a good fill in Apple. Hopefully you guys got a better fill than I did. That would be a continuation runner, upside continuation runner. So push up, you got a little pullback, and then you want to continue up. I just didn't. I should have let it come down a little bit further. But thing with that is if it would have If I would have waited, it could have bounced on me and then I would have missed it. So continuation runners are, a little bit of a challenge at times because you don't know if they're going to take off without you or if you need to be aggressive to get in or you need to, in this case, wait longer for it to come down. Yeah, you don't use volume with a continuation runner. It's just based on price action. So it's a little more subjective. Coinbase ripping up through highs of day. I could also add an Apple because, but it's kind of coming down further than what I wanted it to. So I'll give it a little more time in during this bar. Maybe it'll bounce off Friday's open. One DTE is up 17%. MSTR still rocking. So Tesla's another one. You got this push up, little pause. Could be another upside continuation runner. S&P coming down a little bit. I'm just watching Tesla for potential upside continuation. Holy moly. Those are some expensive options. Oh yeah, it's got earnings in 2 days. Forget that. I'm not going to trade Tesla. All right, price coming back down a little bit. So Apple's holding on. So now it's probably when I should have got into Apple. All right, so now I want to see a bounce out of Apple, or I'll probably get out of it. So you want a little pullback, and then you want it to go. Wow, MSTR just ripping up. All green for MSTR. Apple not even moving now. Nvidia coming back down. Meta's holding on. One DTE's up 21%. Goog pushing through highs of day. So pretty consolidated price action in the S&P right now. So Apple not really pushing up yet. It's trying to give me a green bar, but I want to see it do it like Meta and Amazon is doing. Yeah, I would have liked to have found a Mighty 90 short somewhere. Right. MSTR coming back down, coin coming down. Oh, definitely have some two-way action going on. Tesla, well, again, a little three-bar pullback, but I'm not going to get in Tesla because the premiums are so juiced with earnings in a couple days. Meta trucking higher and just no volume bars and no 90 setups. So it looks like it may be just all price action today. Build at 565 to close half of my one DTE. Very nice. Hit 25%. Apple just not doing what I want it to do. And now Apple coming down. See if Apple bounces off yesterday's. If it goes through yesterday's open or Friday's open, I'll get out of it. Yeah, just not many opportunities today. Not many opportunities, but Amazon, Meta, Netflix up to highs of day. So we need the strongest stock on the board, Apple, to get to highs of day, please. Oh, Meta really pushing up now. It was a beautiful environment for a one DTE, that's for sure. Nvidia is still bleeding lower. So which way is this going to break out? S&P has pretty much been in chop fest. Is it going to break out to the upside or is it going to flush? I suppose if you had taken a zero DTE, probably would have been booking profits as wide as you could get and hasn't moved. Looks like it might want to break out to the downside here. MU at lows of day. Nvidia coming down to lows of day. Man, Apple's just sitting there. Microsoft trying to go to highs of day. All right, but a 10-point move down in Apple so far, or not Apple, but S&P this bar. One DT still sitting pretty good though, about dead center. Meta is interesting. For upside continuation, it's pushed up here. It's got a little one bar pullback. Keep my eye on that one. Meta earnings in 2 days as well. Yeah, really juiced premiums. Forget it. All right, S&P coming down, but Apple's holding on. So pretty big move down there. What was that? About a 15-point move down in the S&P. MU has a little mighty 90 long. I mean, it's not great, but it's decent. It's already kind of bouncing a little bit though. Yeah, just not very many opportunities today. Big move overnight. Just not many opportunities. So Apple, I wanted to keep going up here. I want to start trending up. If it looks like it's going to pull back at all, I'm going to bail on it. Yeah, just not a lot of opportunities today. Yeah, I need to see Apple push up here. Good day for the one DTE. Not very good for day trading strategies. If I just would have gotten a better fill at Apple, I'd be able to sit in a lot better in in, in this trade for sure. Right? Now we're getting a little bounce. Yeah, I would have been in meta if the premiums wouldn't have been so juiced. Dark Avenger, would you open up TLC? I mean, I mean, I could definitely see why someone would. I mean, you're probably not going to get any wider than what you're getting right now. It's a little bit, I look for two pushes, but today's a little different than normal, right? So you kind of throw the normal rules in some cases out because you know you had such a huge move down overnight. I mean, you just don't get that very often, right? So, um, I could see why one would want to capitalize on the wide iron condor here. See how wide is it right now? About 70 wide, a lot less than what it was. Yeah, so I mean, I see what this bar does here. If this bar looks like it wants to come back down, what you don't want to do is you want to enter and then it just rips up 40 points and breaks out of this consolidation, right? So, is it right now setting up to start ripping up, or is it going to get pushed back down here? If it gets pushed back down, probably not a bad time to enter. Yeah, so Apple now pushing up. I still got an order. It's been forever ago since I put it in, but I've got an order at 550 to close half. See, it's kind of struggling to get it's kind of struggling a bit to break up out of there. But we're only 2 minutes into this bar, so anything can happen. So I'll see where this bar finishes. Yeah, so it looks like it might want to break out, maybe. Yeah, so definitely gonna hold off here now. See where this how far this push up goes. Apple trying to get up to highs of day. That's exactly what we needed. All right. So yeah, let's as long as it keeps trending up here, I'm gonna hold. But if we get a pullback, it might not be a bad time to enter. TLC. Yeah, I think I'm gonna enter one here. Just kind of taking a look at one right now. There we go. Build. I'll post it now in my channel. Yeah, I just don't. I skewed it actually a little bit, so I give it a little more room to the upside is what I did. Build at 620. So let's take a look. 5 and 4 7. I mean, let's see. Say, when you got a high VIX, sometimes it benefits to take that first 20% by using the entire iron condor. Looks like the call side was 35 cents. So I'll monitor it. I'll just put a OCO on the shorts for now. If the call side was a little bit more was higher, then I would use the entire iron condor. Apple pushing up and filled at 550 to close half my Apple. So it's good to be patient there on Apple. I would close another Apple at $6. So we're definitely rebounding some. I definitely don't want the S&P to get all crazy on us right now. A little pause in the S&P would be nice right here. And let some theta decay. VIX down to 18.07. So how about we just fall asleep here, SPX? Well, I'm not going to get any other trades, so I'll just ride with my Apple. And so as I have, see what I think I have 3 apples left. So I'll continue to scale out if it continues to push up. Any pullback, I'll probably just get out. Like you see Netflix pulling back here. So if I see that happening in an Apple, I'll just close my remaining contracts. So, but I want to be able to focus on on my TLC trade and one DTE. So I will see everybody during Power Hour. Have a good one. Peace.